When the game on the line, you can't fold and you can't bend. Y'all be playing it safe and I be going for the win. Remember back when they was doubting on the kid. Now they tuned in cause my game too legit.
There's a lot of you don't know about the fantasy headliners. Nation. Headliner Nation. Fantasy headliners for the nation. I'm a headliner. I'm a headliner.
Yeah. Analytics off the chain, other channels not the same. Jake and Kyle, you know the name. Headliner Nation, we running the game. Y'all stuck on third down. Your content's plain Jane. Headliners on top now. We gonna move and change. Podcast off the rip. Draft guide, so legit. Fantasy world, our game tight. You know we about that chub life. Stuck in a rut and you need some motivation. Head to the channel for this Headliner Nation.
I'm a headliner.
Yo! That might be the earliest yo this channel has ever had. Live at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we kind of have to be because we've got football at 9:30. Okay, really, the reason why I am so early this morning is because, yes, with football being at 9:30, I wanted to try and jump on at least a half hour before kickoff, just in case there was questions that we needed to discuss that involved the Vikings and involved the Browns. They're clearly playing this morning. I know there's Jordan Mason questions and things like that. However, I wanted to make sure that I was on at least a little bit early to try and get to anybody that had specific questions maybe around this game. Can you stop, Cat? Hey, knock it off. I will fight you right here on camera. I will get canceled. PETA will call me, but I will box you in the middle of this room if you don't knock it off. Hold on. Out. Go. Get out. Get out of here. Okay, he knew I meant business, and he said, no, not today. I'm out, bro. Okay, number two, second thing is typically my son's fall baseball games start at noon or start at 1, and today it starts at noon. So I'm going to have to be out of here by like 11 o'clock. So today is our last day of baseball for the fall, so I won't have to worry about it next Sunday. So y'all will start getting me next Sunday. Y'all will start getting me. Nope. I don't know how I said that. I don't like how I said that. But anyway. So yeah. So we need. I hate international games. Can we play international games? I was gonna say on Saturday, but no one's gonna want that. Man, maybe. Hear me out. Saturday morning games, international, that start at 9:30 a.m. and they'll be done by the time college football kicks off. Why not? And then we don't have to deal with this BS on Sundays anymore. And it doesn't ruin my live streams. Everyone with me on it? International games are now played either on Thursday night or at 9:30 a.m. on Saturdays, so they stop screwing with our Sundays. Invisible. Welcome to Holden Chubb, the exclusive Headliner Nation. Thanks for joining up this morning. Randy Horsley becoming a member for the 43rd month. 43rd month. Full point PPR. Pick 2 running backs from Dowdle, Kamara, and Genty. I get it. I understand why you're asking about Dowdle. I'm not going to do it. I'm going Kamara and Genty still. Pick 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end, and 1 flex from McMillan, JSN, Quentin Johnston, Wan'Dale Robinson, Kelsey, and Waller. For my 2 wide receivers, we're going JCN and Quentin Johnston. For my tight end, I'm going Waller if you want upside, Kelsey if you want to play it safer. And then for my flex, I'm going to go Wan'Dale Robinson if you want to play it safe, Tet McMillan if you want more upside. That's what I'm going with. Jesse with the hot dog and the peach emojis reminding me why he's so darn cute. Jesse, you're zesty. Jesse zesty. Anyway, your mailman with a $2 dono. Appreciate you. Show 36, welcome to Holden Chubb. Thanks for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation. Sean Smallwood becoming a member for the 36th month. Need 2 between Brian Thomas Jr., David Montgomery, Myers, and Sutton. I'm going David Montgomery for sure as the first one. I have this weird hair. It's like, I just shaved too, by the way, literally. I've been out of the shower for like 20 minutes. Freshly shaved, freshly cleaned. David Montgomery for sure. I'm going to go with Sutton for the other one if you want a little bit more upside. Myers if you want to play it a little bit more safe. Need 1 from Fannin, Franklin, and Tolbert. If I'm only picking 1, I'll go with Tolbert. Need 3 in a standard league. Nico, Adams, Pickens, Ibuka. Who is Adams? Devontae Adams is already played. What other Adams would it be? I am blanking it. I've had my coffee. I'm caffeinated. I feel good. I'm ready to go. And you know what? I have no idea who we're talking about right now. Who? What Adams? Also, Anna's not here because I did not tell her how early I was going live. And Anna's probably still asleep. And she's going to wake up to a live stream and she's going to be like, WTF, Kyle. You didn't mean to put Adams. Okay. Then we're going to take Adams. Nico, Pickens, Ibuka. Oh, wait. Who's Adams supposed to be then? If you don't need Adams, then you've already got 3 picked. So we'd be good. Is there a 4th name, Sean, that I need to include instead of Adams? Also, I've got my Super Greens gummies that we're going to eat up here real quick. No, they are not. They're not weed gummies. Settle down, chat. Okay, I'm not getting high on stream. Just stop. Okay, I see you out there. Jesse, Kyle isn't the only thing that's up this morning. Diggs, okay. So it is going to be, let me scroll back up. Nico, Diggs, Pickens, and Ibuka. I get the revenge game, and I like Diggs this week. I don't like him enough to play him over Nico, Pickens, or Ibuka, though. So that's what I'm going to go with. Whew, we're feeling good this morning, chat. Total 180 from last week. And my apologies for last week. I know it was a weird vibe. I had some stuff going on. I wasn't feeling well. I did everything I could to power through that. We're feeling much better this week, especially considering that I stepped on the scale this morning and I'm 21 pounds down in 5 weeks. Yes, let's go. I feel great. Hopefully I look like it too. Taylor said I did. Larry, becoming a member for the 2nd month. Brown or white? Give me white for sure. White, based on what I just read a couple of minutes ago, White's supposed to have a big week in terms of workload. Pick 2 wide receivers and 1 flex from Chase, Worthy, BTJ, Debo, Harrison, and then second team Monty or ETN, both standard. I'm going Monty over ETN for sure. As far as the 2 wide receivers and the flex go, I'm going to go with Debo. I'm going to go with Harrison. What Harrison? Who am I picking right now whose last name is Harrison that I just can't even think to myself who it would be? Is it supposed to be Higgins? Marvin Harrison. Okay, they are weed gummies. You got me, because I clearly don't know what I'm talking about right now. Okay, Debo, Marvin Harrison, BTJ, Worthy, Chase. Let's go. 2 wide receivers and a flex. Chase, Worthy, and scratch that. If you want the safest floor, Worthy, Debo, Harrison. If you want the most upside, Worthy, Chase, Debo. Safety and ceiling. Safety and ceiling. Adam, I'm good, bro. We're good. We're good. I think I had much more caffeine than I thought was in that coffee this morning. Joseph Hammond becoming a member for the 36th month. What up? Full PPR. JMO or Woody? Give me Woody. Safest option there. Had Kyron go Thursday, so looking for a higher floor, not risk upside. Then we're going to go with Woody Marks. Mike Honcho becoming a member for the 6th month. And a full PPR. I need one running back in a flex. Harvey, JCM, Juan, Dell, Addison, and Ladd. I am going to go, if you want the highest upside, it's Harvey. If you want a safer floor, it's JCM. And then I'm going to go ahead and go with Wandell Robinson. Eric Zapata becoming a member for the 24th month. Would you start Judy and Higgins instead of Harvey and Pollard in a full PPR? I would start Higgins and Pollard. Higgins and Pollard would be the two that I would start there. Travis Knott becoming a member for the 31st month. Flowers or Brian Thomas Jr. in a full PPR. I will lean towards Flowers. Don't love it without Lamar Jackson. Brian Thomas Jr. just hasn't been seeing the this season. Also, Rico Dowdle or Woody Marks. I will go Woody Marks there. David becoming a member for the 36th month. What up, nation? Knicks or Murray? Ooh, good one. Let me see. Uno momento, por favor. We said Knicks, and we said Murray. Bo Nix is 11. Kyler Murray is at 12. So we're going to go with Bo Nix there. Thanks and good luck, David. Same to you. Flo Ertl becoming a member for the 5th month. Dak Prescott or Kyler Murray? We've got Dak higher. Yep, we've got Dak higher. Wandell or Jamison Williams. If you want to play it safe since it's a full PPR, then it's Wandell. If you want to go a little bit more upside, we're going to go with some J-Mo Williams. Full PPR. Greetings from Germany. You guys are great. Flo, appreciate you for being here all the way across the pond. Show 36 became a member today. Show, I think I shouted you out a couple of minutes ago. I did. Welcome into the stream. Kevin Lefebvre becoming a member for the 28th month. Good morning, Kyle. Lay off the weed gummies or not? I prefer not. All right. Kevin is here for a good time, not a long time. I'm 1-3 in my only paid league. I have Woody, White, Shakir, and Mason. Need upside. I'm sitting Mason. If you're asking me to pick one person, if you're asking me to sit somebody here, I'm sitting Mason. It's not close. If you want me to rank these guys in order, I'm going to go White, Woody, Shakir, and Mason in that order for upside. Wesley, Overby, welcome to Hole and Chubb. Thanks for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation as well. Henry is extremely right. Hit the like button. Show. We don't have super chats on Sunday mornings because you already pay to be a member. So super chats are off. The green chats that you see are milestone chats. Every month you're a member, you get a free milestone chat that highlights your question. So show, if you just send it, I'll keep an eye out for it. I forgot my water. I'm going to go get my water. Everyone time me. Okay? Time me. Let's see how fast I can go. Let's see how fast I can go. Ready? Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Safe. "16 seconds. It was not 1 minute, Dan. Get out of here. How dare you? I am much faster than that. Someone else got 15.88. We'll take that. Godspeed. Oh, someone got 15.57. Roman got 12. We're going to go with Roman. We're going to say 12 seconds. I got 2 workouts in yesterday. Man, an absolute muscle upper body sesh, and then I got a little bit of a cardio sesh later on. Whew, we burnt some calories last night. Freddie, I still got it? Absolutely, I do. Roman Davalos sending a gifted membership to the Headliner Nation community. Appreciate you, Roman. Jake McMullen, welcome to Hole and Chubb. Thanks for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation. I just saw shows. There it is. Show 36. Full point PPR pick 2. Devontae Smith. It's scrolled. Devontae Smith, Wan'Dale Robinson, Trey Tucker with no Bowers or Ayo. Ayo's playing. Ridley's not playing. If I'm picking 2 in a full point PPR, Wan'Dale Robinson is for sure one of them. If you want to play it safe with the other pick, it's Trey Tucker. If you want more upside, then it's Devontae Smith. Cameron's choosing violence, he says. Full PPR, Olave or Debo with a banged up Daniels and Debo. Also Taysom Hill or God. Banned. I swear, chat. I swear. If I see Taysom Hill's name come up in a question, I'm gonna ignore it. I'll answer this question, though, since I already started talking. I'm going Debo over Olave, and I am going Goddard over Taysom Hill. I'll talk about that in just a second. Okay, just a second. Alex V. Becoming a member for the 53rd month. 53 months of being a member. Are you kidding me? Over 2 years of hanging out with us consistently. That's insane, Alex. We appreciate you. Dobbins or Pollard? I'm going to go Dobbins. Hollywood Brown or McConkey in a PPR? I'll risk it with McConkey. I think they're both risky. I'll go with McConkey. Julian Maneja becoming a member for the 2nd month. 12-team full PPR. Ayo or Slayton as the flex. Most upside is going to be Slayton. Ayo might be a little bit safer. I'm going to go with Slayton, though, with a little bit more upside. Gerardo Santos, welcome to Hole and Chubb. Thanks for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation. The Show 36, gifted a membership to the Headliner Nation community. Show, appreciate you. Thank you for your extreme generosity this morning. I shine. Yo, Kyle, would you go with Woody or Ayo for the flex? Give me some Woody Marks. Is Hawkinson a sit? He's not really a start. It really depends on if you can get somebody else. Thomas Carlo, I'm going Rashad White over Woody Marks. Derek Preston becoming a member for the 37th month. Buenos Dias Nation. Fix my flex. Pollard or Rico Dowdle. Pollard is safer. Rico might have a little bit more upside. It might not be a ton, but it's a little bit. Don't send any milestone chats for a minute. Hold on. Let's talk about weather real quick. Okay. Let's just take a little peek at weather. Let's do some updates before we go back into the questions. Do you? It looks like there's only one game. Kansas City at Jacksonville. There is a Florida chance of a downpour early in the game. Winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Sustained. Some guests over 20. Some gusts, not guests. I would hope some of the guests are over 20. I'll need a pregame radar check to really know about the chance for rain, but I'd say overall concern level is low. So some weather in the area. Not awful. Not awful. Dan the Legend has a London question and a half PPR. Flex Mason, McConkey, Slayton, or Henderson. Also start Mayfield or Dart. I'm going with Mayfield over Dart. Okay, quick AI. Listen, AI, I'm really sorry, AI, but what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to put you in a brief timeout. It is going to be a 1-minute timeout. It's not going to be very long. You'll be back in just a minute, okay? However, it is one of our rules here that you cannot spam the chat with your questions, okay? So what you have to do is you have to wait until your question disappears off the screen before you send it again. All right? Just a 1-minute timeout just so you stop spamming. Just giving me an opportunity to say, hey, no more spamming. And then we'll be right back to you and we'll get to your question just as much as I'm getting to everyone else's right now. I have to go back because now, okay. So if you want the more, I already said Mayfield over Dart. If you're only picking 1.5 PPR, Slayton has the most upside. Henderson is going to be the safest. BJ Gravedigger. Welcome to Full Chub. Thanks for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation. Frobro celebrating a month with us. Montgomery, Debo, or Rashad White for the flex. I am not sitting David Montgomery going up against that Cincinnati Bengals defense. Felipe Art becoming a member for the 4th month. What up, Kyle? And a full PPR. TJ Hawkinson or Mason? Oh my gosh. I'll go with Mason there, and I'm just going to pray for a touchdown. And then Goff or Dart, give me Goff. And then Higgins or Henderson for my flex. If you want to be risky for the most upside, I would go Higgins. If you want to play it a little bit more safe, then it's definitely Henderson. We also need to do a health check real quick. Brock Bowers is trending towards not playing. I like Trey Tucker and Jacoby Myers even more. Calvin Ridley. Oh, whoa. Calvin Ridley is in. So Calvin Ridley is playing today, but it sounds like he's going to be on a snap count. Taysom Hill is returning this week. Michael Mayer also out for the Raiders, so they're down bad at tight end. Tajay Spears is going to play. And Kevontae Turpin out. Fernando. Give me Trey Tucker. Give me Trey Tucker. One more minute here. Cooper Rush, obviously. Taylor Decker is going to be out today for the Detroit Lions. Does that change much when it comes to what I'm doing? 53 months is over 4 years, not 2, Kyle. Scam Newton become a member for 26 months. Did I say 2? Are you the only one that caught that just horrendous, like, math error on my part? My bad. That's not changing much for Monty and Gibbs. That Cincinnati team is terrible. Brock Bowers, obviously. Yeah. Really, that's about it. Calvin Ridley's going to play. Selling a snap count. Adonai Mitchell is definitely... That's about it for right now. Other than Mark Sanchez getting himself into some trouble. Yikes. The rest of you let it slide. That's probably as bad. I appreciate it. Let's go back here real quick. The Truth 82. Send in a $5 super sticker, not super chat, super sticker. Appreciate you, Truth. Felipe Art. I answered that one. I'm further down. Shonuff celebrating a month membership with us. Jordan Mason, Michael Carter, Luke McCaffrey, Sean Tucker. I need 2 in a PPR. Again, I don't want to do it, but I'm going to go Jordan Mason here. Hope for a goal line touchdown, and I'm going to go Michael Carter as well. Leonard Hopkinson celebrating a month membership with us. And a full PPR. In a full PPR, if Juwan Johnson doesn't play, would you go with Brenton Strange or Theo Johnson? Forehead kisses. Love it here. Wouldn't want to be anywhere else. Love Headliner Nation and Kyle. Leonard, appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. And I'm glad you enjoy your time here. Brenton Strange is going to have the best floor. Theo Johnson's going to have the higher upside. Depends on what you're chasing at this point. But to me, Strange is going to be much safer. Dan Yo celebrating 12 months with us, a full year. I did that math correctly. Love the channel. Pick a flex and a full PPR. T. Higgins, Chubb, Ridley, Coleman, and Slayton. I'm only picking one. It's a full PPR. If you want to play it safe, I go T. Higgins. Nope, I said that backwards. If you want more upside, you go with T. Higgins. If you want to play it safe, it is Slayton. Scam Newton correcting me on my math. Appreciate it. David34 becoming a member for the 35th month. And a full PPR, Juwan Johnson, Njoku, or Schultz. I'll still go Juwan Johnson here. DeTruth82, 82 months with us, 22 months with us. Your name is 82. Kamara or Woody for the flex in a full PPR. Full PPR, Kamara's got the most upside, even though Woody is probably a little tidbit safer. Blue Knight, 5634, welcome to Holden Chubb. Thanks for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation. Isaiah Ertz, Johnson, or Waller for my tight end. I'm going to go with Ertz. Hold on, let me clean my glasses real quick. They're a little smudged. Let me get some clean specs here so I can make sure I see everyone's question crystal clear. That's better. For now, anyway. Big back. Kyle, help me out. Do I start Daniel Jones or Dak? And which running back do I bench? Dobbins, Walker, or Kamara? All right, I'm going to start Dak over Daniel Jones. Yes, Dak over Daniel Jones. And Dobbins, Walker, or Kamara. I would say you're benching at this point. I would say if you want to play it safe, bench Alvin Kamara. If you want more upside, bench J.K. Dobbins. Austin Brown becoming a member of Holden Chubb. Thanks for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation. STG 212. Remember, keep the questions as short as possible. The shorter your questions, the more I'm going to be able to answer, and the quicker I'll be able to answer. STG, Kyle, 0.5 PPR, starting Jamar and Abuka. Need a flex and a third wide receiver. Devontae Smith, Wan'Dale Robinson, and Dobbins. I'm going to sit Smith out of that group. Thomas, I know this is rough, but Harvey or DeMercado. Harvey's going to have more upside. DeMercado is going to be safer. D. Brown becoming a member for the 11th month. What up, Kyle? What up, bro? 12-team PPR. Would you start Slayton or Diggs this week at the flex? I'm going to go Diggs over Slayton. Zandal, PPR. Hunter or Kirk? Give me Kirk. Denim Dan, Fields or Goff? I feel like that's close. It's Fields probably, though. It is. It is Justin Fields. So much upside this week. Blue Knight. Zay Flowers or Jacoby Myers in the flex. Zay Flowers might have the most upside. Jacoby Myers, to me, is going to be much safer. Wesley. Real quick. Just let me throw it out there for you guys. I am not playing Taysom Hill this week. I can promise you all that you are not going to ask me a question where I say, yep, go ahead and play Taysom Hill. Here's the main reason why. Everybody is so hung up on the fact, oh, Taysom Hill's back. This is a guy we've used as like a cheat code at the tight end position the last couple of years. Honestly, you really haven't, because Taysom Hill has been garbage for the most part. He has a few big games here or there that you get super excited about, and then he leaves you hanging 3/4 of the time. But you also have to keep in mind that Taysom Hill is playing for a different coaching staff than what he has played for in the past. So this coaching staff being all over Taysom Hill's nuts is not guaranteed like the previous staffs. Yeah, last year he had 1, 2, 3. Last year he had 3 performances where he was a startable tight end. He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He was 3 for 8 in fantasy performances last year. 3 for 8. If you started him last season, 3 times he was a decent fantasy producer. 5 times he left you hanging. In those games, 7 points, 6 points, 5 points, 2 points, 4 points. None of those performances were in the top 15 tight ends that week. Yeah, James, Taysom's also coming off a pretty major injury. Great analysis to add there. Thank you. The year before that, he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He had 7 games where he was a top 12 tight end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games where he didn't do anything. I don't know. I don't get it. Taysom Hill could have 2 touchdowns today and everyone's going to be like, oh, Kyle, he showed you. I don't care. I do not care. I do not care. He can show me all he wants to. There is literally nothing. There is nothing that points us to starting Taysom Hill. There isn't. Name one good reason. Name one good reason why we should start Taysom Hill. One good reason. Play devil's advocate with me. Name one good reason why we should start Taysom Hill at tight end. Because you know another reason people wanted to start Taysom Hill in the past is because, oh, the tight end position is terrible and we don't have anybody that scores enough points or has upside. Tight end scoring is up, ladies and gentlemen. We have 14 tight ends that have scored 30 or more fantasy points so far this season. Do you know how many tight ends last year? Do you know how many tight ends last year scored 30 or more fantasy points through the first 4 weeks of the season? 6. We have more than doubled the number. So tight end scoring is not even down. Taysom Hill's a nice guy. Great. You don't get fantasy points for being nice. I get it. Taysom Hill could have 2 touchdowns today. He could have 30 receiving yards and a touchdown. He could have anything. He could have 40 fantasy points today. It doesn't matter because there's no good reason to start him. So if you take a shot in the dark and you start Taysom Hill, congratulations. Go get a lottery ticket while you're at it. James F. Okay, I'm not talking about Taysom Hill. I'm not talking about Taysom Hill anymore. Thank you, Fatal. Too early. James F. becoming a member for the fifth month. And a full PPR with Bowers more than likely out. Johnson or Ertz at tight end. I'm going to go Ertz over Johnson. I bumped him up. Angelo, why are you talking about Taysom Hill for 5+ minutes? My God. Can everyone let me? Did I talk about Taysom Hill for 5+ minutes? No. Angelo, why did I spend so long talking about a player? It's because people keep asking about the player. I mean, if somebody, if I get one question about Taysom Hill, If I get 2, okay. I'm getting 5, 6, 7, 8 questions about Taysom Hill. I've gotten Taysom Hill questions in Discord. There's people on YouTube in the comments asking about Taysom Hill. I'm not just talking about an irrelevant player that nobody's asking about. I am talking about a player that people are asking about. People want my opinion. If they didn't want my opinion, they wouldn't be asking me. There's nothing I can do about it, Angelo. You don't want to hear about Taysom Hill? I get it. I understand. You are more than welcome to shut the stream off for a couple of minutes, come back in a few, turn it back on. I'll still be here answering questions, and we won't be talking about Taysom Hill. But for now, we got to, because people are asking me about him. I wouldn't be doing my job if I just ignored that, right? I said Ertz over Johnson. Johnson's ankle, they're saying, might be an issue. Appreciate you. James, appreciate you as well. Exactly, Sean. Thank you. Star-Lord says, I could talk about bread. Grumpy? At what point have I been grumpy today, chat? I haven't been grumpy. Not even a little bit. D. Brown, becoming a member for the 11th month. What up, Kyle? Question, in a 12-team PPR, would you start Slayton or Diggs this week at the flex? Diggs is going to be safer for me. Slayton has more upside. I'll lean Diggs a little bit here. Austin Brown, welcome to Holden Chubb. Thanks for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation. I think I already welcomed you, but I'll welcome you again. Why not? Fernando, pick 2. Garrett Wilson, Pickens, and Kamara standard. If it's a standard league, it's Wilson and Pickens. And then Goff or Mayfield. We have Goff higher this week. That might be true, Jesse. Bob the Job, start 2. J-Mo, Williams, Marv, Harrison, and Tet. I'm starting 2. Give me Marv for 1. Give me Tet if you want to play it safe. J-Mo if you want more upside. Somebody just approved a chat that was hidden, which means Anna must be here. Anna must be here. James Kyle, Baker or Herbert. I'm going to go Herbert this week. Mario, in a full PPR, 2 wide receivers. Debo, Sutton, Quentin Johnston. We're going to go Sutton and Quentin Johnston there. Thomas, if you have Goff and Dart and you want to pick up Fields, then I would drop Dart for right now. Who am I flexing? DeMercado, Chubb, or Flowers? DeMercado if you want to play it safe. Flowers if you want more upside. Hillsy, Ibuka, or Quentin Johnston? You have to only pick one of those two? There's a lot of people jealous in the chat right now. We've got Ibuka at 7, Quentin Johnston at 10. Malik Washington or Ao? I'm going to go with Ao. Remember, keep your questions as quick as possible. As quick as possible. Would I start Chase over Ibuka? No, I would not. Bro, Etienne, Woody Marks, or Jacoby Myers for the flex? Etienne. The Goonies celebrating 4 months with us. Good morning, Kyle. Love the FH After Hours. Those are always fun. And a full PPR. Need upside. Myers or Dowdle? It's Myers for sure. Myers or Olave? It's Myers over Olave. And Colts or Denver defense? We have the Colts defense higher this week. JB, 3. I have to pick 3 from these 5. So I'm sitting 2. Pollard, Warren, Olave, Shakir, and Addison. If you want the most upside, I am playing Warren, Shakir, and Addison. If you want to play it safe, I am playing Warren, Olave, and Shakir. Freddie G, I don't hate you. Do you know how many people this morning have not got their question answered yet? You're not the only one. I will try to get to as many people as possible. Josh Bunch, Dart or Donald? That's going to be close, I think. We have Jackson Dart at 14. One spot higher. Yep. Need upside. Yeah, it's Dart for us then. And then Dak or May. We've got Dak a little bit higher this week. Mason fumbled already. Oh my God, the game's on. Hold on. Remember last week, Mason fumbled? He didn't even lose the fumble, and they sat him. My man needs to hold on to the football. Jaden or Dak? Sauce, we're going to go with Jaden. Let's put the game on. Let's put it on in the background. If that is too loud, if you guys can hear that, let me know and I can turn it down a little bit. Is Jaden going to be mobile at all today? I would feel like if Jaden Daniels couldn't play his game today, they wouldn't have started him. Yeah, I mean, I was pretty adamant I don't want to play Jordan Mason today, so unfortunately there's a couple of people that did not have a choice. Freddie G. Oh, Freddie, you're the one that just said I hated you, but here I am answering your question. Pick 2, David Montgomery, Rashad White, Genty, or Kenneth Walker. I'm going to go with Montgomery and White if you want the most upside. Anna's here. Anna, you can hear it a little. I bumped it down a couple notches. Darren Waller or Hunter Henry? I think we have Hunter Henry higher. We do. We have Hunter Henry higher. Mailman. Need the most upside here. Since it's a full PPR, tight end premium, I will pick Darren Waller as my first one. Oh, you just need one? Then it's Darren Waller. Gerardo, we have Hunter Henry over Darren Waller. Jimmy, I answered your question indirectly. Yes. Judkins with a big run there. Was that Judkins that had that run? Looks like it. Wandell or Zay? Wandell's going to be safer. Zay Flowers has more upside. Just call me Sparky. Welcome to Hole and Chubb. Thanks for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation. I did answer the Goonies earlier. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I was like, did I skip one? Julian, Pollard, Henderson, or Harvey? Give me Henderson. Rashad or Pollard? Give me Rashad. BTJ or Godwin? I'm going to go BTJ if you want upside, Godwin if you want to play it safe. Worthy or Keenan Allen? Keenan Allen to me is safer. Worthy has more upside. Ryan, I'm still going to barely give Wandell the nod over Diggs. Austin, Kirk or Carter? Give me Kirk. Your mailman, DeMarcado, AO, or Chubb. AO is going to have more upside. DeMarcado is going to be safer. Brian, Etienne over Dowdle. Brad, Strange is going to be safer than Juwan Johnson. Hold on just a second. Okay. Sorry, I had a parent texting me. Is he going to get in? Is he going to get in? Oh. And they got him short of the first down. Is Isaiah Bond going to become a thing? I think he could. Him and Gabriel have probably been working together because neither of them were really getting a ton of first-team reps. I'm assuming they go for it on 4th and Judkins scores, since someone just yelled Judkins in the chat. He didn't score, but he got the first down. Maybe he did score, and I'm just that far behind. I'm super behind on the game, probably. I'm watching it on NFL Network on my phone. They literally just went for it on 4th down. So I'm probably super far behind. Jerome Ford is getting goal line work. Oh, that's just not fun. But here's the thing. He might not be getting the goal line work. Judkins just had like 4 carries in a row. So it might be just switching them out. That or maybe they drew up a passing play. No. It's not 17-17. Shut up, Fatal. Regular Nintendo becoming a member for the 18th month. Ao or Pacheco for the flex? Ooh, give me Ao. Fannin gets the TD. Okay, Fannin with the TD. I think did we list him? Was he a fringe start or a sit this week? That could be a miss. Fannin was a fringe start. Okay. So it's not a miss. It's not a miss. He was a fringe start for me. I'll take it. Going back to my rankings. Okay. We got regular Nintendo. Prescott's Tots in a full PPR with players on a bye. Troy Franklin, Juju, or Higgins against Baltimore. Jaden Higgins, right? Yeah. I would say Higgins and Franklin are both going to be risky. But the problem is Higgins is not playing a ton of snaps right now. So I do have to lean Franklin here. Who is the tightest of ends? Juwan Johnson, Theo Johnson, or Goddard? Goddard has the most upside, I believe. The morning stream is giving you luck, Andres. Let's go, baby. The Scranton Strangler gifting a membership to the Headliner Nation community. If you got that, make sure you thank him. Fatal wants to know Knicks versus the Eagles or Dart versus New Orleans. We got Knicks higher. Freddie, Kamara, Charbonnet, or Michael Carter in a full PPR. We're going to lean Kamara there then. Am I worried about Juwan Johnson with Moreau and Hill coming back? Now, see, that's a question that is fine to ask. I get that. I understand that. I'm not nearly as worried about those two guys right now as I am worried about whatever he's got going on with the ankle. That is what I'm more worried about at this point. Am I worried about those two guys? I don't want to be. Why? Because, again, it's a different coaching staff. And Juwan Johnson's been performing well. And him and Rattler clearly have a solid connection. So it's hard for me to look at it and say, oh, well, those guys coming back are just going to automatically unseat Johnson. Could it happen? Yes. And probably one of the reasons why we should keep an eye on it over the next couple of weeks. But right now, I'm not panicking over it. Ray wants to know Tet, K9, and Rico. I'm picking the best two. If you want to play it safe, it's K9 and Rico. If you want the most upside, it's K9 and Tet. Five on a bye, week 5. Buys and injuries, man. Buys and injuries. The legend, Travion Henderson, Zach Charbonnet, or Christian Kirk. I'm going to go Travion. I like Christian Kirk this week, and I think he's a solid choice. I'm still going to lean Travion Henderson here. Unforgiven Sounds becoming a member for the 23rd month. What up? Random question. For a 12-team PPR, would you drop JCM for Ollie Gordon? I'm going to hold JCM over Gordon for right now. Olave or Dowdle at the flex? Vikash, Dowdle's going to be safer. Gerardo, I'm going to go Shakir over DeMarcado. Travion breakout this week? It's hard for me to say yes to that. But I think he's going to continue to just see small little upticks in what he does. Brab, Devontae, Shakir, Coleman, or Shaheed. If you want the most upside, I'm going Rashid Shaheed. If you want to play it safe, it's Shakir. Dominique, Olave, Rashid, Shaheed, Wandell, or Slayton. Juwan or Theo at tight end. If you want more upside, I'm going Theo over Juwan Johnson. If you want to play it safe, then I'll go Juwan Johnson. For a full PPR flex, Jesse, yes, that would be correct. He's in there. Probably not going to be setting his lineup this week if I had to guess. And then Olave, Rashid Shaheed, Wandell, or Slayton. Wandell's going to be your safest bet. Rashid Shaheed has the most upside. Xavier Scott is in the game now. Leonard. I can't get into it, Anna. Leonard, Scat or K9? I'm going K9 higher than Scataboo this week. Angelo, Chase or Flowers? I think they both have a lot of concerns, so I'm going to lean Chase. Jeff, I'm going Dowdle over Charbonnet. Is Corum worth a bench spot? Bijan, Woody, Kyron, and Algier, but AO, Golden, and Metcalf for my wide receivers. I mean, I wouldn't worry about rostering Corum right now with what you have. Are you still stashing Tootin? If you have a spot, you can. If you don't, then you don't have to. Olave or Dowdle in a full PPR, you need upside. You would think that's going to be Olave. I think Dowdle is safer than Olave, and I do think Olave probably has a little bit more upside. For as good as Olave has been in terms of just pure volume, it hasn't equated to big numbers as of yet. I would go Dowdle at this point. Yeah, unfortunately, Jordan Mason could be screwed right now. Unforgiven. Theo Johnson ceiling or strange floor? It depends on your team. If you've got a tough matchup and you're playing guys that you don't normally play and you have injuries and stuff like that and you need to go after like upside, then I'm fine with Theo Johnson because you're risking it anyway at that point in a tougher matchup. But if you have a solid matchup and your team is strong and you're going up against somebody that you feel like you have a good chance of beating, then I'm going to go with Strange instead. Leicester. Half PPR, pick 2 running backs. Dobbins, Javonte, Richard, White, and Dowdle. Leicester has been a member of Full Chubb for 35 months. Half PPR, pick 2 running backs. I'm going to go with White as one of them. Javonte Williams is the other. Christopher Portlock, becoming a member for the 14th month. Theo Johnson or Tommy Tremble in a standard league. I'm going to go with Tommy Tremble there. Those of us that had to start Mason knew our likelihood of winning was low anyway. Jesse, I'm going to have to, when I get off of here at 11, I'm going to have to rush to get my bets in because I have not put in any of my underdog picks yet. Jesse, I also love the baseball picks you gave me yesterday, and I'm so glad that all of your picks but one hit, and it just so happened to be Josh Naylor, who I had in my ticket and then didn't win because of it. So, The amount of tickets that I have put in this year that I have gotten 2 out of 3 correct and 1 no money is absurd. Rizzy K becoming a member for the 3rd month. PPR, Walker or Brian Thomas? Give me Walker. PPR pick 1, Spears, Carter, or Marks? Give me Marks. Eddie, DeMarcado or Ramondre? Give me DeMarcado. Where's Rico on the rankings this week? We had Chuba Hubbard at 16. I would say he's still about the same area. I mean, guys I would start over him: Gibbs, Achane, Cook, McCaffrey, Taylor, Barkley, Hall, Hampton, Henry, Genty, Javonte Williams. Kyron Williams already played. Judkins is playing right now. I'd play Scattaboo over him. I would play David Montgomery over him. I would play Kenneth Walker over him. I would play Travis Etienne over him. I would play Rachaad White over him. I would play Woody Marks over him. I would play Alvin Kamara over him. Those are a few that I would play over him. Finn Bailiff. Welcome to Hole and Chubb. Thanks for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation. J.K. Dobbins' outlook for today. I don't think it's going to be a huge ceiling, but I think he's going to be a decent start. Jaden Blue getting his first action today. I don't think it's a ton of action, to be honest with you. BTJ is not trash. Let's pump the brakes there. Crispy, I'm going to go Dowdle over A.J. Brown in the flex. It's going to be much safer. Zandel, Ferguson, Carter, or Spears? I'm going to go Ferguson. Dobbins or Harvey? I'll go Dobbins. Harvey, Trevor Etienne, or JCM? I'm going to go Harvey there since it's full PPR. Hopefully he gets some passing work. It wasn't Hawkinson. It was Oliver that scored the touchdown. So many TJ Hawkinson owners right now. If you're in the chat and you have TJ Hawkinson in your lineup, please tell us how bad your heart hurts right now. Finn, I would play Worthy over Chase if you need more upside. Or if you want, if you want to play it safe. Worthy over Chase if you want to play it safe. Sorry. Scales. I wasn't triggered by it. I was just like, oh, let's pump the brakes. If I was triggered, I would have gotten like, right here on the camera, I'd have been like, Scales, listen to me right now. You SOB. There is no reason to be saying that. Yeah, but I'm not. I'm not triggered. It's okay. We're okay. Listen, chat. I have worked. I don't think you guys understand how hard I have worked on not letting comments bother me over the last 2.5 years. It's a lot. It is some crazy restraint sometimes, but I feel like I have been very good when it comes to not getting upset with people this year. I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back. I don't respond to people like that anymore. I might give them a funny response, or if they're really being a jerk and it's like a legitimate question, but they're being an a-hole about it, I'll give them a legitimate response. And honestly, if someone's being that bad, I just block them on the channel. If they're that bad, Like the guy that said, somebody the other day said that they felt like okay. I don't want anybody, I'm repeating what they said to me, and I don't want anyone to take offense to this. But someone the other day said it looked like I had just drank a cocktail, or after listening to me, it looked like I had just drank a cocktail of autism mixed with Down syndrome. That's what someone said to me the other day. That's legit what somebody said to me the other day. And I just deleted it, and then I blocked the person from the channel because there's no reason for me to respond to that, right? If someone is that terrible, there's no reason for me to even interact, right? So I just deleted it and I blocked them. I said, screw it. Why? I don't even interact with those people anymore. There's no reason to. Yeah, some people are miserable. Absolutely. No, Anna, this was a comment left on a video the other day. Yep. LI just came in, and that's the first thing I heard. Honestly, bro, I'm glad you responded to my one comment with respect. I try to. I try to be, even if someone is disrespectful to me, I try to show them respect back, and hopefully it leads to something. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. At the end of the day, like you said, I got to just stay myself, right? F the haters. Nothing we can do about it. Waller, Jawan, or Mark Andrews, would you flex any of them over DeMercado or Pollard? Waller, Jawan, or Mark Andrews, DeMercado or Pollard? If you want more upside, I'm playing DeMercado and Waller. DeMercado and Pollard are going to be the safest bets. Exactly, John. Prescott's tops. Absolutely. From now on, asshats get held down and tickled until they say sorry. I wouldn't mind that. I think that would be a good way to handle that. Little Ed, Wandell Robinson, Keon Coleman, or Zach Charbonnet, you're the best. No, Little Ed, you're the best. Wandell Robinson. Would I drop Judy for Tucker or Franklin? Yes, for Tucker, but he's playing right now, so you're not going to be able to. Brian, I appreciate you as well. Thank you. Thank you very much. And kudos to you for how you handle situations like that as well, because I'm sure you probably feel it a little bit more than I do when someone says that. So, Jethro, same thing. If your son deals with autism as well, I'm sure you guys have heard lots of things that you would not repeat and that you would not want people to say. And I get that. And I feel for you. And I applaud you for having the strength to do that and be able to handle yourselves appropriately, and to be able to show the people around you that you're the bigger person. Judkins with a huge run. I think I'm watching it right now. I am. Oh no, there was a flag though. It got called back. Oh man. Was it a flag that legit helped the run, or was it like on the other side of the line? Oh, 2 fouls. 2 people were holding. Okay. I would be willing to believe that probably helped then. Patient and a half PPR starting Henry White, Ibuka, Pittman, Samuel. Benched is Dobbins and Olave. Make any changes. Henry White, Ibuka, Pittman, Samuel. No, I'm good with that, Patient. I would go. Prescott's Tots. Hey, side question. How do I get into the Discord? Can somebody drop the link? Anna, if you could... Oh, you can't. You're not on your laptop. It's okay. Don't worry about it, Anna. So the way to get into Discord, there is no link. What you need to do is you need to go into your Discord app, go to settings. Oh, she does have it. And then you need to go to connections, and then you need to select YouTube. You grow, I grow. We are having a great morning. We are having a great morning. I pinned Anna's comment in case anybody needs it to be able to get into Discord. J-Rob, pick 3 guys. Brian Thomas Jr., Emeka Ibuka, Jamison Williams, Quentin Johnston, Javonte Williams. Which 3 would you guys start? BTJ, Emeka Ibuka, Jamison Williams, Quentin Johnston, Javonte Williams. I'm starting Quentin Johnston, I'm starting Emeka Ibuka, and I'm starting Javonte Williams. Perfect, Anna. Love it. I'm also working on a little side project right now that I'm kind of excited about. I'm kind of excited about this little side project I'm doing. Tank, becoming a member of Holden Chubb. Thanks, Tank, for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation. It's something I might share with some people here shortly, but for a while now, I love what I do. I love fantasy football. I love giving advice. But more importantly, I feel like I have the opportunity to have an audience like this because I am meant to do something more. So there is something I'm working on in the background. Obviously, it's not getting a ton of my attention right now because football stuff comes first. But there is something I'm working on in the background that I hope will allow me to reach people on a deeper level. And when the time comes, I would be ecstatic if you guys would be willing to listen. It's not football related. It has nothing to do with football. A wide receiver DRBR. Nothing to do with football. This is completely separate. Dan the Man, Wandell, Slayton, DeMercado, full PPR, needs safety. I'm going to go Wandell Robinson. Robert, I better not leave you. I'm not leaving. I'm not becoming a pastor either. No. Jethro, keeping Pittman in my flex. Etienne or White? Oh, boy. Honestly, if you want to play it safe, I'm playing Etienne and White over Pittman. If you want the most upside, then it's White and Pittman and leave it as is. Jill, we've tried the gaming channel, and maybe at some point in time I go back to the gaming channel. It's been over a year since I streamed over there. It doesn't have anything to do with gaming either. It doesn't have anything to do with gaming. It doesn't have anything to do with fantasy football. So I coach. Let me answer some couple of questions here real quick. Bucky replacement, Brashard Smith or DeMercado? DeMercado. Garrison, JD5 or Goff? JD5. Kyron already played. I don't need to pick him, so I'm going to pick Dobbins. 2 wide receivers, give me Nico and Ibuka. For the tight end, give me Henry over Ertz if you want more upside. Ertz over Henry if you want to be safer. And then I need a flex. It's going to be Woody Marks. JB, appreciate that. It's kind of like so I feel like everybody's had a lot of life experiences, but I feel like I have had a very unique, JD5 is Jaden Daniels. I feel like I've had a lot of life experiences. I have had a lot of failures. I've had a lot of successes. I've been somebody that has had issues in high school and has grown up to really move away from that and become a different person. I have college athletic experience. I've coached for many years. I've helped grow this channel to just unbelievable heights. I have experience with that. So there's just a lot of, and I want to share that with people. I want to talk about different things in life. I'm short of calling it like a life coaching channel. I'm short of calling it that. I want it to be more of like an inspirational type of channel that talks about life lessons and things like that. So it's something like that. Lester, AJ Brown, or AO? Whew. If you want A.J. Brown, it's the most upside. It's the most upside if you go A.J. Brown. AO is going to be safer. King Wasabi, half PPR, 2 flex. Rest of season starters. Rest of season starters? Okay, so you have Jacobs, Genty, Kamara, Monte, Debo, Golden. Okay, King, I'm not 1,000% sure. Are you asking me to rank them for like the rest of the season? I mean, if I'm ranking them for the rest of the season, it's going to be Jacobs, Monty, Genty, Debo, Kamara, Golden. In that order. You think the NFL is casing the ads coming to the football field now? Sports Globe, can you rephrase that question? I am a little confused. I'm a little confused. Drop the Saints for the Texans with Lamar out, Steelers on a bye. I probably would have went with the Texans. Should I move on from Pacheco? The production from him is strange. John, I've kind of, moved on from him. Am I moving into the NFL front office? No, I'm not moving into an NFL front office. Robert, Juwan Johnson, Theo Johnson, or Taysom Hill? I'm not kidding either. I would go Juwan Johnson still over Taysom Hill. Theo Johnson might have a little bit more upside if you need to chase upside. He's far riskier too. Jacob, Higgins or Diggs? I'm going to go Diggs if you want to play it safe. Henry or Waller? We have Henry higher. Tank, pick one defensive flyer. I don't know who's available, Tank, so it's hard for me to pick. Could you tell me who's available and I could help you out? John, Pacheco or DeMercado? I'm going to go DeMercado. Tank, Colts, Jags, or Giants, right? Colts, Jags, Giants. Colts, Jags, Giants. Colts, Jags, Giants. We have the Giants ranked the highest this week. That's the team I would go with. Kyle, will it be a podcast? Sounds like a great idea to share your valuable life experience with other. It's going to be it will be a YouTube channel. It will be YouTube. I'm already set up for that. Sandy, PPR, should I drop 2 in for Dottle? Yes. If you need somebody to start, if you need someone to start this week, yes, pick up Dottle and play him. You can probably pick up 2 in next week with no issues, as long as Etienne doesn't get hurt. Kayvon, Garrett Wilson or George Pickens this week? Probably Garrett Wilson. Let me double check. It is Garrett Wilson. It is Garrett Wilson. Bob Terrius Whaley becoming a member of Holden Chubb. I can say with certainty, and Jordan Mason may be back out there. I can say with certainty, I have never heard anybody with the name Bob Terrius. So I am interested in knowing, Bob, is that your legal name? And do you go by Bob Terrius or just Bob? Because that's awesome. And then Little Arm, welcome to Holden Chubb. Thanks for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation. JP, you traded Pacheco for Spears. I don't hate that at all. Michael, only question, start 2, sit 1. Hunter Henry, Waller, Travis Hunter. I'm going to sit Travis Hunter. John, you're welcome. Jacob, you're welcome. Austin, you can find them under Headliner Plays and NFL. Wait a second. Where is it at? DFS Chat and Headliner Plays. What you need to do once you enter the Discord, go to Roles. And then if you're at the right level, if you click on the Money Bags icon, it will give you access to that channel. Goonies traded Kittle and JK for McBride and Aaron Jones. Dropped Fannin and Pitts is on a bye. Not the worst thing in the world. Because with Jordan Mason fumbling, Aaron Jones probably is going to get a decent amount of work when he comes back. Raft to Rat. and I apologize if I didn't pronounce that correctly. Already started Kyron Williams. Need a running back in a flex. Henry, Kamara, or Marks. Give me Henry. Marks if you want. Oh, it's non-PPR? Give me Henry and Marks. Darksiders, thoughts on Kamara possibly getting traded to KC before November 10th? If he does, that would be fantastic. I would be all for that. Carlos, good morning. Need help in a non-PPR. Start Pollard or Jameson Williams. Pollard is safer. Jameson Williams way more upside. If you need to chase any upside whatsoever, then go with Jameson Williams. And then Debo or Harrison Jr., I think Debo's a little bit safer there. The Sports Globe, my bad. Do you think the NFL showing these ads around the football field as a sign of things to come in the future? What ads are they showing? I guess that would be my question. It depends on the ads that you're showing. I mean, I think the NFL has put themselves in a situation where they are set up to grow as big as they want to, if I'm being honest with you. Bowers is officially out. It was sounding like that. That's your legal name, Bob Terrius? Dude, that's sick. That is a sick first name. That Bob Terrius is like a mullet. It says business up front, but party in the back, right? Like you can walk into a boardroom and you can close a multi-million-dollar deal and then go out in 10 minutes and do a keg stand and then go close another multi-million-dollar deal. That is exactly what your name says to me, Bob Terrius. That is sick. And your question is Daniel Jones or Mayfield and Theo Johnson or Trimble? Actually, I was going to answer that and I stopped myself. Daniel Jones or Mayfield? It is Baker Mayfield. And then Theo Johnson or Trimble? Trimble is safer. You love the analogy? Absolutely. Hopefully Bob Terrius loved it too. And save that. And show that to your friends. La Flama! Scrambling for a running back. Justice Hill or Isaiah Pacheco? I'd probably risk it with Justice Hill. Yeah, I think you have to be on a computer to upgrade. I saw that question. Who asked it? Scales. I think you need to be on a computer to upgrade. When you go in to, like, when you go to our page, you can click on the membership tab and then it lets you, like, see the membership options. You can, at that point, upgrade it, I believe, is where you do that. Lester, Trey Tucker or DeMercado? I'm going Trey Tucker. Devin, Shakir or Hollywood? Need upside. I'm going Shakir still. Carm, in a full PPR, running back 1 and 2, Chase Brown, Rico Dowdle, JSM, Isaiah Pacheco. I don't love it, but I will go Chase Brown, and then I'll go Rico Dowdle as well. Flex, Calvin Ridley, JSM, Isaiah Pacheco, Theo Johnson. Waiver wire, Christian Kirk, and Rashid Shaheed. Honestly, if it's me, Carm, if you want to play it safe, drop Calvin Ridley and pick up Christian Kirk. If you want more upside, drop Calvin Ridley and pick up Rashid Shaheed. Bradley Hammond celebrating a month membership with us. In a 12-team PPR, we need 2 flex and then need a tight end as well. Kraft, Kittle, Jones. Oh my gosh, you're out of everybody. I don't want to drop Slayton or Tucker. Especially with who you have to pick up. Bradley, is there anything else that you can do there? I don't want to drop Slayton, and I do not want to drop Tucker. And I certainly don't want to drop them for Schultz, Taylor, or Johnson. So do you have anybody else that you can drop? Do you have to drop somebody? Darius Hollins, welcome to Hole and Chubb. Thanks for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation. Have I heard anything new on Aaron Jones? Not really. I do believe What is it? Week 5? Does he have another week on IR? Bob Terrius. Yes. Love it. Same page. Alex Hernandez, welcome to Hole and Chubb. Thanks for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation. Zip. And a full PPR need upside. Hunter Henry, Devontae Smith, Shakir, or Trey Henderson. I'm going Trey Henderson there. Gravity, DeMercado or Charbonnet? Give me DeMercado. OEG. Are you, please, no. You've got it. You're trolling me, right? There's no way any of that is true. There's no way that's true. He hasn't played one snap? No shot. Did something really happen with him? Jordan Addison played 0 snaps in the first quarter due to what the Vikings called a coach's decision. Seifert. Kevin Seifert was the one that reported it. All I see is a coach's decision. It sounds like he's out there now. Austin Brown upgraded his membership to full. Chubb. Austin, what's going on, baby? Welcome into the exclusive Headliner Nation. Ontario Lions becoming a member for the 12th month. 8-man league. Bowers is out. Opponent starting Drake May. Should I stream Hunter Henry or Kincaid? I know you have them at 6 and 7. Oh, sheesh. I personally, if you want to play it safe, then let's go with Hunter Henry. Star-Lord, I know you say the X app. Am I the only person that still says Twitter for the most part? I don't think I'll ever call it X. I try to sometimes. Oh, Mark Sanchez has now been charged with an additional misdemeanor. Well, Mark. Jordan Addison hitting the gritty on homeless people. Mark Sanchez, public intoxication. Lil Arm, who's new, I believe, today. I think I said that earlier. Pick one for each. Fields or Herbert? We have Herbert higher. Keenan Allen, Tet, or Wandell? We have Keenan Allen higher. He grittied on a homeless person. What? Where is that being reported? Where is that being reported? In PPR leagues, what's worse, this or the butt fumble? I would say this is a little bit worse. Gonzalo becoming a member for the 35th month. Hey Kyle, Anna, and Nation. Things are picking up, mostly 3-1, 2-2. Only got one lazy team, 0-4. Need to rank higher floor on Allen, Ibuka, and Tet. It's Ibuka, Allen, and Tet McMillan for me. Brock White, welcome to Hole and Chubb. Thanks for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation. Bob Terrius, how do I get to the underdog portion of Discord? So when you're in Discord, there is a section that says, where is it? Scrolling down. There's a section that says DFS. DFS chat and Headliner plays are the two areas that you want to go to. If you do not see those, Scroll up to where you see rolls at the very top. At the very top of the channel. Scroll to where you see rolls. Click on that. And then click on the money bags icon. And then that will give you access. I'm all out of love. I'm so lost without you. I know you were right. I waited for so long. I'm in a singing mood now. Brock White, welcome to Hole and Chubb. Did I already say hi to you? Well, welcome again. Bradley, full roster. Baker Goff, Gibbs, Brees, Tajay Spears, Jones Sr., Debo, MHA, Shakir, Tucker, Slayton, Evans, Kittle, Kraft, Rams, who are already locked in Denver. Bradley, drop the Denver defense. Absolutely drop the Denver defense. Do that first. Anna, yes, only for full and excessive Chubb. So you have to be full or excessive Chubb to see the bet stuff. Absolutely. Harley Ryder, celebrating a month membership with us. Need help in a full PPR. One wide receiver, Keenan Allen or Godwin. We are going to go with Keenan Allen here. Flex Monte, Keenan Allen. Give me David Montgomery. Need upside. Bowers out. Kyron Williams going off against me. Thank you. That's what I'm going with, is Monty and Keenan Allen there. WWE storyline materials. It feels like it. Alex Hernandez, half PPR. Which two wide receivers are you starting? Myers, Samuel, or Tet? Give me Myers and Samuel here for the most upside. Tet might be a little bit safer than Myers. I'm liking some Jacoby Myers this week. Dennis McAuliffe, becoming a member for the 5th month. In a full PPR, I need 2 flex. Chubb, Diggs, Mark Lawrence. Who is Mark Lawrence? Who is Mark Lawrence? Who is Mark Lawrence? I can come back to that in a second, but I don't know who that is. Mark Sanchez. Mark Lawrence, the tight end from the Ravens? Mark Andrews? I'm sorry, Dennis. I don't mean to laugh. I'm just trying to make sure we are on the same page. You said tight end from the Ravens, and I'm like, they have a tight end named Mark Lawrence? You mean Mark Andrews, correct? Yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure that we're on the same page. I'm starting Stephon Diggs and T. Higgins. Currently undefeated. Dennis, appreciate it. Glad you're undefeated. You're good. No worries whatsoever. If I had $1 for every time somebody spelt the name incorrectly or screwed up the name, I would have several $100,000. So it's okay. Mike Dubb becoming a member for the 3rd month. In a full PPR, you're 2-2. Daniels Henry, Montgomery Samuel, Pittman Goddard, ETN with Hurts, Kamara, Olave, Tucker, and Kelsey on the bench. I'm good with that. Yeah, Jordan Addison is in the game now. He only missed the first quarter, it sounds like. Drop the Denver defense and pick up the Colts. We've got the Colts higher this week. Yep. Air Supply got nothing on Kyle. Exactly. Jill, this says that you've been a member for 12 months. It feels like it's been a lot longer than that. Is that number off, or has it only been 12 months? Good morning, Kyle. P. Merck wanted to know Stroud, T-Law, or Young. I told him Stroud. Was I correct? I think you are. Stroud, T-Law, and Bryce Young. You are. You are correct. It is off. I thought so. Drop the Denver defense for the Seattle defense. We have Seattle much higher this week. Brock White, bench Chase Brown, or does he finally do something this week? Currently have James Cook and J.K. Dobbins, so want to start those two and put Jamison Williams in the flex. Honestly, I would risk it with Jamison Williams, 100%. It's bad enough that one of the... What is being said about me? What is being said about me? You don't want to explain what? What have I missed? What a dirty... Oh, geez, Louise. I obviously know what that is, okay? There have been some things said on this stream that I've been like, I don't know what that is. I do know what that is. I know what it is, Anna. You don't have to explain that one to me. Bradley, Kyle, last follow-up. Drop Denver for tight end Johnson, Schultz, or Taylor. So Taylor is going to be safest. Taylor's going to be safest. Theo Johnson has the most upside. Monty, Genty, or Walker in my flex. I'm going to go with Monty. I think he gives you the best floor plus ceiling this week. Arvins, Kyle, I have a Buka at wide receiver too. I can play Godwin, Charbonnet, DeMercado, or Michael Carter. Or can I drop DeMercado and grab Slayton? Which two? I would, since you're in a full PPR, I would keep DeMercado over Michael Carter. Yes, I would keep DeMercado over Carter since it is a full PPR. Abuka at wide receiver 2. For the flex spots, I would pick up Slayton for Carter and play DeMercado and Slayton. We got Dak higher than Daniel Jones. Brian, I don't think I've ever really seen you without a hat. Some luscious locks. Appreciate it. Do we want to go emo Kyle for a little bit? Here. Emo Kyle. Needs to come straight this way. Here we go. Hold on. Hold on. Where are you? Yeah, all the grays in the beard, man. I mean, it's working its way up for sure. It's working its way up, but it's not up top yet. Who's this teenager on the screen? Listen, chap, and I've said this too. As soon as I lose enough weight, as soon as I get to my target weight loss, I'm clean shaving. It's all coming off. As soon as I reach my target weight, I'm clean shaving. Wake me up when September ends. I don't think people appreciate the fact that American Idiot is like one of the best CDs of all time. Chill, my wife uses this app. Now I know what the side gig is. A day to remember, Kyle. Everyone is all over the hair now at this point. It would need to be evened out. It keeps like, I can't get it like even. Seeing your Linkin Park record made me listen to all their albums again. Dude. Now, okay, so listen. Linkin Park is that, you all know, right? We've all had, like, in high school, we've all had that band, right? So Linkin Park was that band for me. Like Hybrid Theory, Meteor, like those albums, like those were the first real like physical CDs that I had that I would play in my vehicle. And when Chester passed away, I was like, that's the one band that I always, always, always wanted to see in person. Always. Always, always, always. And I had come to the realization that it was never going to happen. I came to the realization it was never going to happen. So when I started reading some rumblings that Linkin Park was looking for a new lead singer, I talked to my buddy Jesse, who's been my friend since high school. He's Uncle Jesse to my kids. When I talked to my buddy Jesse, who is really kind of the guy that got me into the music scene, went to my first ever concert with him. My first 2 concerts were with him. I asked him about it, and he said that he had been hearing the same things. And then, all of a sudden, like, their website pops up with a countdown to a day, and I told my kids, I said, if this is Linkin Park, coming back, and if they are going to be in concert, we will be going to wherever it is. I almost bought plane tickets so we could go see them in New York, because I didn't know how many shows that they were going to play. But then all of a sudden, they huge over the last year. They're everywhere. So not only did we go see them in Grand Rapids in May, and it is the best concert I have ever been to. And I say that with just the utmost enthusiasm. But oh my God. I told my kids after the concert, if they are close again and we can make it work, we are going again. And we did. We went to go see them in Detroit for a second time. We went and saw them twice. And the one in Detroit was even better than the one in Grand Rapids. Oh my gosh, it was so good. When they played Faint and everybody started jumping. Everybody. It was so loud in that arena. It was incredible. I was so excited. And it was like something like my son is all in, like Linkin Park. Faint is his walk-up song now for baseball. That's his walk-up song. Like, he's all in on Linkin Park. Absolutely loves them. And I will say this. I know Chester cannot be replaced. Chester is a one-of-a-kind. Emily does a fantastic job. I really hope that the people now, if you're a hardcore Linkin Park fan, you've accepted Emily. That's just the way it is. But if you are not a hardcore fan and you're an individual that just likes Linkin Park, but you're like, I can't, give her a chance, man. Give her a chance. She is so good. She's not Chester, and that's okay. It is okay that Linkin Park is a different band now. It is okay that they still play their old songs, but now they have a little bit of a different sound. I think it is absolutely okay. I think it's absolutely okay, and she is so good. Demetrius, and we can come back to this, but let me answer Demetrius real quick. We come in a member for the 11th month. Good morning, Headliner Nation. What's a better defense to start? Chargers, Dolphins, or Chiefs? I will help you right now with that. Dolphins, Chargers, or Chiefs? Dolphins, Chargers, Chiefs are highest for us. Thank you for being a member for 11 months. Reanimation is your top album? I mean, everything. You Grow, I Grow, go listen to their new stuff. It is good. Two-Face is great. Heavy as the Crown is great. Emptiness Machine is great. Cut the Bridge is very good. Up from the Bottom is very good. VVHS20 becoming a member for the 21st month. CJ Stroud or Dak? We have Dak higher. I'm like 95% sure. We do have Dak higher. Yep. Won't Carter be the first down back? I do think he is. Yes, I do think he is. If it's a PPR league, I'm leaning towards DeMercado. If it's a half, it's going to be really tough. If it's a standard, I lean towards Carter. We have Goff over Mayfield this week. We have Hunter Henry over Goddard. Peas and carrots. Give me peas. In the End is a very good song. Hey, listen, that's kind of what I talked about earlier, right? Like I talked about these like experiences and like how I felt in high school and things like that, Dennis. So I get it. Like those songs helped me through some tough times, and like I'll share a little bit very quick, but I was not super popular. I had a ton of friends first through fourth grade, and then I had a pretty significant life change in fifth grade through like the end of my freshman year. I was not, please and thank you. That's what I figured, but I still pick peas over carrots. I was not super popular. I dealt with bullies. I was not widely accepted by many groups. I was an athlete. I played sports, but I didn't fit in with the jocks. My two closest friends were in band, but I didn't fit in with any of their friends because I didn't play in band. Like it was a really weird time for me. And then in ninth grade, things started to change a little bit. At the end of ninth grade, like I did very well in baseball that year. At the end of the year, it was kind of on the radar that I was going to have a shot at making varsity as a sophomore. All of a sudden, I come back for my sophomore year, and varsity is inviting me to come to their practices, and people are kind of catching wind of it. Nobody else in my class is invited to varsity practices, so like things like that. So like it wasn't really until like the middle of 10th grade that things really kind of changed around for me. So I get it. And that's why like those Linkin Park albums back in the day really helped me like kind of get through some of those tough things that I dealt with. Brad Booth becoming a member for the 53rd month. Good morning, Kyle. 53 months, man. Holy F. I can't wait till we see a 60 up there. Love that you got to go see them. I really need to go sometime. Absolutely, Brad. And Brad, so listen, I wasn't trying to slight your Mariners last night when I was like, it looks like that umpire behind home plate was freaking terrible. And he was really bad at the start of the game for the Tigers. And then after I sent that, he was really bad for the Mariners for a couple of innings. And then all of a sudden it was like he was back to being terrible. But that is the same umpire that had the issue in the Padres-Cubs game the other day. So it doesn't shock me. But listen, your Mariners are a fantastic team. There's nobody on that team that I dislike. I just really wish they had a better home plate umpire last night. He ended up being bad both ways. He was really bad at the beginning for the Tigers. And then he ended up, I can't believe he did not call Kerry Carpenter out on that strike 3 before he hit that home run. I was shocked. But anyway, got a question for you, my flex. Jamar Chase or Rashad White? Rashad White to me is a little bit more safe with a lot of upside as well, so I'm going to go with him. Pale Moonlighter becoming a member for the 34th month. Good morning, Kyle. Pick 2 in a full PPR. Myers, Strange, Goddard, Michael Carter, Jay Williams. I don't know if it's Jameson or Javonte. If it's Javonte, it's him and Myers. If it's Jameson Williams, it's Myers. And then I probably still go Jameson Williams there. Miguel Morales, Rashad White or Pittman. Get me Rashad White. 1, Tigers in 5. I'll take it. It would be huge if they could get game 2 tonight with Scooble on the mound. Paris in a full PPR, flex 1. Ayo, Hollywood or Cup? I'm going to go with Ayo there. Seattle defense or Colts defense? It is the Seattle defense. Carson Wentz headed to the medical tent? It was Jameson? Okay. Well, I'm going to start him anyway, so. Giants or Baltimore defense? It is the Giants defense, believe it or not. Dominique. Shaheed or Tucker? Give me Tucker. Bango, Kendre Miller, Carter, Ertz, or Strange. If you want to play it safe, it's Ertz. I'm going that route. The Blue Jays are good. That's a tough environment to play in. If Detroit can somehow make it past the Mariners, if the Mariners end up moving on, if Toronto ends up beating the Yankees, I do believe Toronto is going to be the tougher team to beat. Danny and Greg, May or Daniels? We have Daniels higher this week. Keenan Allen or Cortland Sutton? Since it's a non-PPR, Dion, I'm going to go with Cortland Sutton. I don't know if Judkins is playing anymore or not. I haven't been watching the game. I have it on, and I'm trying to peek back and forth. Yeah, there's an MLB chat in Discord. I don't use it nearly enough. I need to. Rosetown, Sutton or Walker and my flex. It's a full PPR. Walker, to me, a little bit safer. Sutton has more upside, though. 2-minute drill with Ford. That makes sense. And he just got the reception, I believe. I'm sure Wentz is going to the locker room because it's the end of the half. I doubt he plans on going back on the field. That's probably why. Destiny, you have the Seahawks. Your sister has the Cards. You're playing against each other this week. Hey, best of luck. Mayfield or Drake May? We've got Drake. No, we got Baker Mayfield higher. And just to remind everyone that's in here right now, appreciate you hanging out with me. I know we're super early today. We've been live since 9. We've been live since 9. With the early game, I wanted to get going a little bit earlier. We play my son's baseball team. We play at noon today instead of 1 o'clock like we have been. So I need to be off earlier so I can get over there. And then for those of you asking too, I saw a couple of people I think ask in Discord, because if you were in the live stream on Friday night, it was my son's birthday. I asked everyone to wish him a happy birthday. And we talked about, we had a football game yesterday. He had 2 sacks and a forced fumble yesterday. He was on it. And he recovered that fumble. He forced the fumble. He recovered it, but then he went down. He went down on the ball, and as he went to stand back up to show that he had the ball, the kid that fumbled it punched it out of his hands, and then they both fell back on top of it, but the ref said that it was still live, so they gave it back to the other team, which made no sense. He was not happy. My son does not speak back to officials. He does not argue with officials. He will ask questions. But when it comes to handling himself on the field, he is extremely respectful of his competition and the officials at all times. And I am so grateful that he is that type of a kid. Little Swag had some fire because when they said, nope, still blue ball, I heard him yell, "What? Are you kidding me?" And he's never done that before. He has never done that before. Tony Cabral, welcome to Hole and Chubb. Thanks for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation. Tank, Slayton or JCM? Give me Slayton. Zach, Kamara, Pollard, or Woody Marks? Start 2. Give me Kamara and Woody Marks if you want the most upside. AP Zibby, what's going on? I don't feel like I've seen you a whole lot this year. Abuka or Debo? I'll go with Abuka. Wandell or BTJ? BTJ is the safest right now. Wanwick, on and off the field, he handles himself well on and off the field. Yep. And he's super smart too. He's in, for our school district, we have an accelerated program that he's in. So he is, and I'm not going to give his exact grade out, but let's just say that he's not old enough to be earning high school credits, and he already is. It's kind of insane. A.J. Brown or Chris Olave? If you need more upside, it's A.J. Brown. If you want to play it safe, it's Chris Olave. I would keep the Seahawks defense. Full PPR, pick 1 wide receiver and 2 flex. Give me Myers as the wide receiver, flex Allen and Tet. Nico becoming a member for the 36th month. Good morning, Headliner Nation. Full PPR, need a flex. Debo, Rashad White, or Tet McMillan. Give me Rashad White. Strange or Theo Johnson? Strange for me. Porter, in a full PPR, pick 1. Tolbert, Mims, or Downs. I'm going to go, if you want a little bit more upside, I'm going Downs. If you want to play it safe, I'll go Tolbert there. Few more minutes, 7 more minutes. Miguel, Keenan Allen, or Debo. Debo safer. Keenan Allen has a little bit more upside for me. Laporta or Ao. I'm going to go Laporta in that solid matchup. I don't think either of them are a lock for a ton of volume, so give me the guy with the better matchup and the better offense. Wandell or Harrison Jr., I'll go Marv. Car Cobb, in a PPR, pick 2. A.J. Brown, Sutton, J-Mo, Wandell Robinson, Judy, and Cup. Judy's already playing right now, so you can't pick him. I'm going to go with Sutton, and then Jamison Williams if you want more upside. Wandell Robinson if you want to play it safe. Tony, I'm going to go Wandell Robinson over BTJ. The Sea Chickens or the Giants? We have the Giants. Oh, no, it's the Sea Chickens. My bad. Sea Chickens for sure. If Johnson doesn't play, does that change your answer to my previous question? I'm going to be honest with you. I don't remember what your previous question is. I remember, Ref Terra, I remember saying your name, but I do not remember what the question is. Can you put it back in there for me again real quick? Uh-oh. Is it okay to play Gibbs and Monty both? Yes. Miguel, Waller or Ertz? Ertz is safer for me with a decent amount of upside still. John, Drake May or Dart? It's Drake May. I mean, Dylan does seem like he's playing pretty well so far. I haven't seen a majority of the game. Devin, listen, I don't think you need to apologize anymore. I think Jake knows that you were messing with him. I am 100% certain that everything is just fine. I appreciate the apology again, and I'm sure Jake will. But if Jake were here, I guarantee he'd say the same thing. You've been around long enough at this point that we know that you're going to mess with us, and we can mess with you a little bit as well. Tony Pollard or Michael Carter? Give me Tony Pollard. Henry, Kamara, or Marks? 1 running back and 1 flex. I mean, in a non-PPR, it's Henry and Marks for me still, because Kamara could get 6 receptions, and he's not getting any points for those receptions. If he gets 6 receptions for 40 yards, that's only 4 extra points, and that's the same amount of yards that Marks could get, and I like Marks' potential more on the ground. So I'm going to go Henry and Marks regardless. Would you drop Kupp or Judy to pick up A.O., Dobbs, or Malik Washington? You can't drop Judy right now because his game has already started. Kupp, I would drop Kupp for A.O. Devin has apologized more for a joke than y'all apologize for forgetting me. That's not true. I apologized immediately, and I think you could see from my face that I was very upset with myself. That was a horrible thing to do, Anna. I was not happy with myself. Tank, you're welcome. Houdini Weenie, let's get a dub, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Zip, my bad, Kyle. Needed 2 picks from Hunter Henry, Shakir, Devontae Smith, Trey Henderson. Give me Trey Henderson and Shakir there. If Juwan is out, Trey Johnson, Schultz, Fant, or Gadsden. Give me some. It's Theo Johnson. Give me some Theo Johnson. Giants or Broncos defense? We have got the Giants defense higher. I'm sorry, Anna. I will ask for you to be invited to those things. Pale, Strange or Goddard. Strange is safer. Goddard's more touchdown dependent, but he has more upside. Rosetown, AO or Devontae Smith. AO if you want to play it safe. Devontae Smith if you want more upside. Tony, Keon Coleman or Wan'Dale Robinson. Give me Wan'Dale Robinson. Would you prefer Rico or White? Give me White for sure. If you got questions, keep them short, get them in. 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 Goonies brings up a very solid point. He brings up a very solid point. Who's the Vikings' backup? It's Brosmer. Cards or Chiefs? It is Kansas. Hold on. It's Arizona. It is Arizona. Ertz or Goddard? It's going to be Ertz for me. Zip, you're welcome. Baker or Danny Dimes? We got Baker higher this week. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Is it okay to play Myers and Trey Tucker together in a full PPR? Who? It depends on your other options. I'm not against it. Wan'Dale Robinson over Keon Coleman for me. Good luck to you as well, Dominique. Star-Lord, Stroud or Tua? It's Stroud. Ben, A.J. Brown or Shakir? I'm going to go Shakir in a full PPR. A little bit safer. Aaron, Conant. Welcome to Hole and Chubb. Thanks for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation. Thanks, Crispy. Appreciate it. Good luck to you as well with your teams this week. Sandy, Godwin or Myers? Give me Myers. JB, thank you very much. You have a good day as well. I'm going Montgomery over ETN. My son is our starting catcher. But he literally plays all over the place. He also plays third. He also plays first. He also plays right field, and he also plays left field. And he pitches too. He's a pitcher. Argo, appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of this stream. Dowdle or Chase Brown? Dowdle will be safer. I appreciate everybody hanging out this morning. I know we didn't have a ton of people here, but it was a great stream. These are the streams that I absolutely love. That we talk a lot of fantasy football, that we answer a lot of questions, that we we talk some music, we talk sports, we talk side projects. Aaron, you just became a member. You asked a question. Johnston, White, or Marks at the flex and a half PPR. You can only pick one. You got to go with Quentin Johnston. Thanks so much, everybody, for being a part of the nation, especially those of you that are a part of the exclusive Headliner Nation. If you're watching right now and you're not a member, I would ask that you think about becoming a member. It's a great experience, and I guarantee everybody would also agree with me on that that's currently in the chat. Thanks to all the well wishes for my son's game today. I will keep you all updated on that. Last game of the fall season before we break for the winter. Stay safe, Headliner Nation. Stay healthy. May all of your fantasy teams be amazing this week. May all of your bets hit. And may we have an absolute bomb of a weekend. I'll see you all on Tuesday for the start and sits. Later, everybody.
On the line, you can't fold and you can't bend. Y'all be playing it safe and I be going for